innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Everyone says they want to change the world. But not everyone will. We are not everyone.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Of all the things you can teach a child, how to handle money is one of the most important. Their knowledge, discipline, and control in the area of money will follow them wherever they may go and in every area of their life. Teach them the facts of money. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Scott Darnold with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email Scott at LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow. The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
As community bankers, Bankwest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bankwest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bankwest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At DK Auto Repair in Pierre, we take pride in our fast and professional auto service. Our well-trained techs specialize in transmission repair, tune-ups, brake service, suspension engine repair, auto diagnostics, and general maintenance repairs and oil changes. Making sure you and your family get from point A to point Z and all points in between is what motivates us to provide you exceptional service. At DK Auto Repair, we proudly support every Pierre Governors event, the students involved, and their families.
The Gola Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various...
Pierre Governor Basketball on 1060 AM and 103.1 FM KGFX is brought to you by
Bankwest, Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds and Associates, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, and the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Governor Basketball is brought to you by
Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Gateway Ford, Lincoln Toyota, and Krueger Contracting.
And Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by
Oahe Federal Credit Union, TMA, Avanterra, Kathy's Sun and Shine Properties, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Bauman Lumber, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Capital City Campus, the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, Hoffman Electric, and Venture Communications.
These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Basketball.
Becky Ponsaba State Farm Insurance, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Montana Dakota Utilities, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Lynn's Dakota Mart of Fort Pierre, Agtegra, CHS River Plains, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto.
Now, here, Governor Basketball.
Scenic Spearfish. We're not far from the historic fish hatchery. And for the Pierre Governors, their hatched plan was to try to make things better after a difficult start last weekend. And the plan worked last night in Sturgis. Better shooting, better defense, excellent rebounding, a dominant performance, and a 28-point win, 52-24 over the Sturgis Scoopers, as the Governors had double-figure scoring from Avery Kaiser with 13, with Remington Price 13, and with the freshman Lennox Dupree turning in another fine performance with 12. The test today for the second straight weekend is to get back on the floor less than 24 hours later and do it again. The Governors and we have made the 23-mile trip from Sturgis to Spearfish at Spearfish High School. It's the Governor girls' final game before the holidays as they take on the Spearfish Spartans and try to improve to 500. Hi, everyone. I'm David Burrell. Happy holidays to you. Welcome to Spearfish. As you may have heard John say a few moments ago, yeah, it's a little more reasonable up here. Not too far from 30 degrees after a quite cold single-digit night last night. But for the Governor girls, a hot start. They had scored a total of 25 first-half points in those two losses last weekend. Well, last night, they had 33 in Sturgis. Everything just worked well. The Governors were over 50% shooting for a lot of last night's game. They hit 6 threes. They had a big rebounding advantage, taking advantage of a Sturgis team that was without its two post players. But now can it happen again for the Governors? They'll take on a team in Spearfish fairly similar to themselves. Dakota Johnson. Yes, you will recognize who she is if you follow AA basketball after we explain a little later. She wants a team to push the ball, play well defensively, just like Pierre does. The new head coaching position in Spearfish for Dakota Johnson in her first year here. They started well with victories in their first two games. Sturgis, one of the teams they defeated. But last night, Aberdeen Central came in. Rough first weekend for the Golden Eagles with a couple of losses to those Rapid City schools at home. But they played well last night and beat the Spartans 50-37. They're without one of their better guard players, Hannah Schoen. So it seems like some teams are going through injuries and other things before the holidays come. Of course, Leanie Stevens not with the Governors again today. She will be available again when play resumes for the Governors after the first of the year. But they're back at it today here in Spearfish, the Governors and the Spearfish Spartans. And this is the Becky Ponsaba State Farm pregame show. Becky Ponsaba State Farm Insurance in Pierre and Gregory. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Glad to have you here. We have a lot ahead. We'll take a few moments in a lit to tell you about what happened in AA basketball last night, what's going on today, and where everybody stands. And, of course, the Governor boys already underway at the Briggs High Gym against the Spearfish Spartans, and we'll update you on that, too, as we move along. And our keys to success coming up, as you'll hear from both head coaches, starting lineups, law on the court, all before we tip it off. So let's get things going on the Becky Ponsaba State Farm pregame. We'll take a look around AA basketball when we return to Spearfish, and that's in 3 minutes on the official voice of Pierre Governor basketball, 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move, and that's why the team at Ponsaba State Farm Insurance are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto. Just another way they're here to help life go right. Call Ponsaba State Farm Insurance at 224-4173 today.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bankwest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bankwest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bankwest. Bankwest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Are you into discovering new beers? The Crossing Casino in Pierre features tap beers from brewers across South Dakota. Use your Untapped app. That's UNTAPPD app. And learn more about locally brewed beers. Check out the beers they currently have on tap and ask about the Crossing Casino's weekly specials. Join your friends at the Crossing Casino. A relaxed atmosphere, flavorful beers, and plenty of friendly faces. The Crossing Casino is next to the corner station in Pierre.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. May Adam Law Firm's skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, or personal injury. May Adam Law Firm is able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future, too. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre, since 1881.
South Dakota didn't always have a capital, or even a permanent settlement for that matter. There wasn't always a river city on the Missouri River. And before First Dakota filed the first charter in 1872, there wasn't always a bank in South Dakota. Every timeless institution, tradition, and thriving business was started somewhere by someone who had a dream and the passion to make it happen first. What will be your South Dakota first? Visit firstdakota.com/first. Member FDIC.
Saturday afternoon in Spearfish, Pierre Governors and the Spearfish Spartans and girls action, and the Governors' last action before a break of 2.5 weeks. They won't play again after today until Tuesday, the 4th of January, way over on the other side of the state in Sioux Falls against the Lincoln Patriots. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being part of the team and reminds you to buckle up every trip, every time. Let's look around AA girls basketball. And as this Saturday action starts, only 5 unbeaten teams remain. Watertown, how about the start for the Arrows? Pat McClemens, the former Governor head coach, has his team starting well at 3-0. Brandon Valley is also at 3-0. Rapid City Central and Rapid City Stevens, both unbeaten. Central 2-0, Stevens 3-0. And defending champion Sioux Falls, Washington, is at 2-0. So those are the top 5 in the seed points standings. Aberdeen Central number 6 after winning here in Spearfish last night. Golden Eagles in 1-2. Then it's O'Gorman at number 7, Huron 8. Wauner Town, of course, beat Huron last night. Sioux Falls Lincoln at number 9. Brookings 10, tied with the Governors, who are tied for 10th. Still very early, of course, but this is how the seed point standings go. Congratulations to the Jefferson Cavaliers with a win in their first season. They stand tied for 12th with the Spearfish team that we'll see today. Douglas 14th, Yankton 15th, Mitchell 16th, then it's Harrisburg, Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, and Sturgis. In case you missed the scores last night, besides the Governors' 52-24 victory down in Sturgis, here in Spearfish, Aberdeen Central picked up that first victory, winning 50-37 over the Spartans. Second-ranked Brandon Valley knocked off Sioux Falls Roosevelt at Roosevelt High, 50-41. Third-ranked O'Gorman, no problem with Sioux Falls Jefferson. That was at O'Gorman, and it was 60-27. Fourth-ranked Rapid City Stevens won at Douglas and in Box Elder, but Douglas 63-31, and a good one in the Watertown Civic Arena with Watertown edging Huron by a score of 51-49. Now on the schedule today, here's what we have. They're underway in Sturgis, just underway. Aberdeen Central there after they won here and the Governors won over there last night. Other action today has Sioux Falls Jefferson and Sioux Falls Lincoln. They're playing at Jefferson. Good matchup here. Top-ranked Washington trying to stay unbeaten, hosting 5th-ranked Harrisburg. Now, they've only played once, and they're 0-1, but the Tigers are still pretty solid. And in Rapid City, there's a lot of good basketball going on with the Lakota Nation Invitational. White River, Lower Brule playing that side of the game. I'll tell you about another, what should be excellent game tonight, and that'll be at Carroll Ohio Gymnasium with 4th-ranked Stevens going against Rapid City Central. Cobblers have not played since that blowout win in Pierre last Saturday. Stevens, and now with that victory over Douglas last night, 3-0, should be an excellent game tonight at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. All right, let's tell you about the Governor boys, because they are already in action at the Riggs High Gym. And last night, after their victory over Sturgis, 65-19, they have their first 3-0 start in 8 years, 2013-14. That was the year after the Governor's State Championship, to which Terry Becker led them. They started 7-0, in fact, that year. Well, today, they're in action against Spearfish. The Spartans and the Governors have a 35-30 lead at the half at the Riggs High Gym. Brian Oakland has that action, of course, on River 92.7. See it at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. In Aberdeen today, 4th-ranked Aberdeen Central defeated Sturgis 64-30. Defending champion Sioux Falls Roosevelt leading Brandon Valley in Brandon at the half by a score of 30-27. 5th-ranked Sioux Falls Christian in Class A taking on 2nd-ranked O'Gorman today. That is the AA boys basketball action happening. As we mentioned, the Lakota Nation Invitational in Rapid City, again with some terrific games. The White River, Lower Brule playing in that boys title game tonight, and what a matchup that ought to be. White River in the girls play has won today over Custer. That final was 47-41. As a terrific play, the Lakota Nation Invitational, of course, is back after it wasn't able to be played last year, of course, because of the pandemic. By the way, we can tell you, too, in that Governor 35-30 lead at half on the boys' side at home over Spearfish, Christian Bush is leading the way for the Governors with 9, and Lincoln Keenholz has 7. Again, Brian with the action on River 92.7. And Seth Hamilton has 10 for Spearfish this afternoon in that game. Good one. A Spartan team that has improved this season, giving the Governors all they want at the half at the Riggs High Gym. The C game has just ended here. Pierre won that. Pierre won the JV game also today. So we're still a little bit of time from tip on our Becky Potts of the State Farm pregame show here in Spearfish. But we're glad to have you with us. And let's get in a bit to our keys to success, as you'll hear from both head coaches. First, the new head coach of the Spearfish Spartans, and that is Dakota Johnson. And we'll hear from her when we return to Spearfish back in 3 minutes on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre. Garrett Stout submitted his name into the Riggs High School football record book in 2019, throwing for 2,446 yards and 38 touchdowns and rushing for 1,564 yards and 23 touchdowns and 128 carries, leading the Governors to their 3rd consecutive state football championship. He was named the South Dakota Gatorade Football Player of the Year, the 2nd Governor to receive that award. Garrett Stout, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre.
Lynn's Dakota Mart Sporting Goods in the lower level of the store is the place hunters and fishermen have chosen for years. The knowledgeable staff can help you with hunting and fishing gear, bait, and the latest info. Plus, they carry a full line of name brand clothing and footwear like Columbia, Outdoor Research, and Adidas. You can grab your grocery items, ice, pastries, and don't forget the Caribou Coffee Station. Head to the one place outdoorsmen have gone for years, the Sporting Goods Department at Lynn's Dakota Mart, conveniently located in downtown Pierre. Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Krueger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KruegerContracting.com or find Krueger Contracting on Facebook.
Push it, pull it, drag it, haul it, tow it. Just get your trade to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Right now, your trade is worth at least $2,500. If it's got a VIN number and on 4 wheels, we'll give you $2,500 for it when you trade it in at Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Don't wait. This special won't last long. Get $2,500 when you trade yours in at Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFordToyota.com. Limit one $2,500 trade per deal. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
At Avera Health Plans, we know your ag business is vital to South Dakota, and affordable health insurance is essential to running that business. As your health insurance partner, we'll help to lighten the load of managing these expenses in an uncertain market. We're dedicated to rural health care with extensive preventative care services that are good for communities. We'll work with you to create a plan that's both affordable and effective, so your employees have the coverage they need when they need it. You don't have to wait. Call your agent or get a quote at averahealthplans.com/save.
Finances, retirement, and investments can all be confusing. Even though we have access to an infinite amount of information, often there is a disconnect between what we should do and what we are actually doing. That's why at Ranky Gray Wealth Management, our team has devoted over 35 years to bringing clear advice about reaching financial independence. The information you need and how to apply it is as simple as calling Scott and I at 224-5959 or visit rankygray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial Member FINRA. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
We're in Spearfish in this afternoon. It's the Pierre Governors and the Spearfish Spartans. Let's begin our keys to success. And we do so with Dakota Johnson. She is the head coach, the new one of the Spearfish Spartans. Still a relatively inexperienced head coach. And you're going to say, wait a minute, who are you talking about? I think you'll remember her as Dakota Berry because that's her maiden name. She's been the head coach of the Roosevelt Rough Riders the last 2 years, but played a college basketball here. And a lot of family here, Dakota. I know I talk about that because that's the main reason why you're here, and I know you're very happy to be here.
Yep, super happy to be here around my parents and siblings, and my baby gets to be around her family, and so it was just a win-win.
Yeah, and you have come into a situation with a team that last year continued to show some improvement, and then first 2 games this season really played well, especially defensively, I know.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super proud of how we came out and we battled early, and we got those 2 big wins for us to start the season and kind of sparked the girls a little bit. And then obviously last night got a nice test from Aberdeen, and I think it's good for us to have those tests early, and hopefully we learn from them.
I think people kind of figured when Aberdeen struggled early in that first weekend, people thought, wait a minute, this is not going to be how they are, and they showed that here last night.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Aberdeen is traditionally a very disciplined and physical team, and they showed us that. And you just can't take teams like that for granted, and I think I'd argue to say we played a little bit comfortable to start the game, and that really hurt us. You can't do that against an Aberdeen team, and you certainly can't do that against a Pierre team. So hopefully we come out ready to play.
For people who have watched your last 2 Roosevelt teams play, do you basically have the same style of play here that you did there?
Yeah, I certainly like to carry some of that stuff over, pushing the ball and being disciplined, being physical, and kind of playing up tempo a little bit is kind of my style. And obviously you have to work with personnel that you have, and I think we have that personnel to be up defensively and to kind of push the ball a little bit. And so I'm satisfied with what I'm seeing so far.
And certainly you're playing against a team that likes to do the same thing. It worked for them last night over in Sturgis. What's your impression of this team and what it'll take to try to contain them today?
Just that, we have to contain them. You've seen it. If you let them get into a track race with you, we're going to be in trouble because they push the ball very efficiently, and they can knock down some deadly shots in transition and get some momentum layups. And so we're really just going to try to contain them, keep them in front, and just handle that transition. Having some girls out with sicknesses, right before break, we can't have that mentality. We just kind of got to go. And hopefully we can maintain that tempo.
Dakota Johnson, the head coach of the Spearfish Spartans, I thank you for the time. Happy holidays. Good luck today and the rest of the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Coming back in 2 minutes with our visit with Pierre Governors head coach Kirk Beebout on a Becky Possible State Farm pregame. Back in 2 on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
There's one place to watch Pierre Governors sports online, and that's liveticket.tv. Go Govs Live is where you can find Pierre Governors sports online. And the folks at Live Ticket thank all the sponsors that help make sure that it's all brought to you for free. And if you'd like to sponsor Pierre Governors sports, just call Live Ticket at 833-605-LIVE. That's 833-605-LIVE. Pierre Governors sports. Watch them online with Live Tickets.
Hey DQ fans, there's a new treat in town this fall, the Reese's Pieces Cookie Dough Blizzard Treat. It's a match made in flavor heaven with Reese's Pieces, chocolate chip cookie dough, and peanut butter topping all mixed in world-famous soft serve. You heard that right, Reese's Pieces and cookie dough. So introduce your taste buds to these sweet soulmates and grab the Reese's Pieces Cookie Dough Blizzard Treat today, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram. On the Becky Ponce State Farm pregame, Saturday afternoon in Spearfish, Pierre Governors Spearfish Spartans and girls basketball. We continue our keys to success with the head coach of the Pierre Governors, Kirk Beebout. I think you had exactly what you wanted last night in the first, really, half of that game with coming out the way you did. We talked about shot selection, but just overall point, the rebounding you got, not only Dupree, Tedrow, but all over what you had on the boards, and I thought that carried over to the defensive end of the ball too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just playing winning basketball. I mean, you can make it as complicated as you want, but at the end of the day, you got to take care of the basketball, you got to get rebounds, you got to play defense, and that equates to winning. So, you know, I thought we played winning basketball. We came out focused with energy on defense. We held them one shot. We executed on offense, took care of the ball. So, yeah, exactly what we needed to see and need to carry it over to today.
Yeah, and in this interview last night, one of the main things you said was, Reese and Avery, you got to get touches. Well, that happened right away, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, we can shoot the three ball, and we have girls that can shoot it, but we can't go half a quarter without Reese and Ave getting touches inside. That just opens everything up for everybody else. So, you know, young team, you know, we got 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, and a freshman starting, so it's going to take some time to, you know, really understand some of those, you know, those little things like that we're trying to get to as a team. But we're going to keep getting better and better, and we're definitely better when Reese and Dave are getting opportunities around the basket.
And I referred to Sydney Tedrow. What about the effort she gave you? Getting on the board, she had a bucket in the first half too, and this is a player that I'm sure you're hoping that can continue, because that will just add to your rotation, I know.
Oh, yeah, we need Sid big time. I kind of equate her to a Swiss Army knife. She plays some guard for us. She plays some post for us. She's really, basketball IQ-wise, she's, you know, right up there at the top. She, like I said, multiple positions and just knows what she's doing when she's in there, and having that off the bench is a huge key for us. We can't, we need to keep working on our depth and making sure that we're having girls that come in that are confident, and we just pick up right where we left off.
You're playing a team today in Spearfish that probably looks a lot like you. They pride themselves on a defense, but Coach Johnson, you know from having seen her at Roosevelt, she will push the ball when she wants to. How similar do you think your team is to this Spartan team?
Very similar. They run some of the same actions that we run on offense. They want to pressure the ball and pick up the tempo on the defensive end. So yeah, I think we're a lot alike. And that's a good point. So it's kind of a battle of wills. Who's going to be able to impose their will on the other team?
So what will that key to success be today to holding off the Spartans?
I just think it's the continuation of every single defensive possession, making sure that we're not taking any plays off and that we're holding the one shot. We really got to take care of the rebounds part of it, and then on the other end of the floor, make sure that we're executing, getting the best shot available. They kind of feast off of turnovers. Stella Marcus is somebody that's always looking to jump passes and get out in transition. That kind of fuels what they want to do as well. So got to make sure that we're sound fundamentally on the offensive side of the ball.
Kirk Bebop, head coach of the Pierre Governors. The last game before the holidays is in Spearfish. Thank you. Good luck. We'll visit with you after the game.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Head coach Kirk Bebop. And coming up, our starting lineups and the law on the court from Spearfish. Back in 2 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball. This is the official home of the Governors. 1060 103.1 KGFX.
And Amy Larson from Beck Motor Company, and we need your vehicle.
Equinox, we need it.
Traverse, we need it.
Malibu, Impala, we need it.
Any vehicle, we need it.
Do you have a vehicle you want to sell? Call us.
224-5912.
Beck-motors.com.
At Capital City Campus, we believe getting an education close to home should be available for everyone. Registration is currently open for our spring semester SDSU courses taught right here at the Capital City Campus in Pierre. We are proud to partner with Lake Area Technical College for their LPM program and Dakota Wesleyan University for their new Learn and Earn program. Visit capitalcitycampus.org for more information. We are a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Athletics. Go Govs!
Looking to do some good this holiday season, but never seem to have any extra cash? If you have a loan with the Wahi Federal Credit Union, for a small fee, you can skip all of your loan payments for either the month of October, November, or December. In return, we will donate the portion of those fees to a local charity. Just one way to help make your community a better place. Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
People helping people. Wahi Federal Credit Union.
Top of the morning, TMA. This John may help you.
At TMA, top-notch service begins the moment you call for an appointment. John at TMA believes in customer service and quality work. When you need tires repaired or replaced, TMA is the place to go. Just remember, if it's round, rubber, and rolls, it's at TMA. You can count on TMA for all of your automotive needs, from tires to mufflers to all automotive repairs. Call TMA at 224-6167, and your service begins with...
Top of the morning, TMA. This John may help you.
Well, let's quickly go through those Montana Dakota Utility starting lineups for the Pierre Governors. 5'6" junior Remington Price, 13 more last night. She had 3 more threes. She has 6 for the year. 5'5" freshman Lennox Dupree, 12 points, 9 boards for her last night. 5'7" sophomore Ryan Berry, the 5'11" sophomore Reese Terwilliger, and the 5'10" junior Avery Kaiser. And the Spearfish lineup in 30 seconds after this from MDU on KGFX.
Montana Dakota Utility's slogan, "In the Community to Serve," goes beyond providing safe and reliable natural gas service. MDU and our dedicated employees are committed to the communities they serve, work, and live, just like the dedicated area students and coaches are committed to having the best season possible. Best of luck for a successful season to all area teams from Montana Dakota Utilities, proud to sponsor the area youth.
Spearfish with Hannah Schoen out of the lineup starts 5'4" senior Taylor Duncan, along with 5'6" sophomore Stella Marcus in the backcourt. In the post, it is 6'1" sophomore Kylie Jo Simmons, along with 5'8" junior Briley Grell on the wing, and 5'6" junior Josie Dana on the wing for head coach Dakota Johnson. That's our Becky Potts of a State Farm pregame. More in 2 minutes, including the law on the court from Spearfish on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bankwest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bankwest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bankwest. Bankwest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Taking care, touching lives. Avanterra Pierre has an opportunity for one full-time LPN or RN. Be a part of a family-oriented team environment with an aggressive pay plan and excellent benefits package available. Avanterra Pierre is a new company under new ownership in Pierre. Apply today at Avanterra Pierre, 950 East Park Street, or call 224-8628 for more information. Apply online at legacyhc.com or Indeed. Avanterra Pierre is an equal opportunity employer.
Wagner Auto Company, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer and Pierre, is your transportation headquarters in central South Dakota. With a great selection of new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, and a large selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. View their entire inventory at WagnerAuto.com. Experience the Wagner Auto difference for yourself by letting them help you with your next set of wheels. Wagner Auto Company in Pierre.
With more and more people being at home, chances are you'll access a social media site to stay in touch with family and friends. Before you do this, please check your privacy settings to ensure you're being the safest you can be. For step-by-step instructions on how to check and change your privacy settings for Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and the like, go to consumer.sd.gov. With questions, contact South Dakota Consumer Protection Division, 1-800-300-1986, or email consumerhelp@state.sd.us.
And the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection presents the law on the corner. The officials for this afternoon's game, Chip Frankie, Tim Vogel, and Matt Berger. The law on the court brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. Well, it's just about time. The Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre opening tip. It's just moments away, and we'll have it for you after we hear from the good folks at Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Back in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
Welcome to Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, and deli department, the freshest and best quality in the area. Check out their hardware department as well as the rest of the store. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Lynn's Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests too. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Thrifty, local, convenient.
And so we are ready. Avery Kaiser will jump center for Pierre. If you're watching us, brought to you by Bauman Lumber, the KGFX page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Governor shoot to the right. Kylie Jo Simmons was in the jump circle. Pierre wins the tip. We hope you enjoy the action. Final game before the holidays in Spearfish. Lennox Dupree at the top of the right wing. Hands it up top for Price. Straight away, three for Remy is off the rim. Kaiser tried for that rebound, but Lennox Dupree grabbed it. Another big rebounding game last night. In fact, Lennox almost had a double-double last night. So Pierre with a second possession. They've taken the first third, 27 seconds so far. Dupree with a bounce. Right foul line extended to Barry. Fell down, lost the ball. Picked up by Stella Marcus, and it is Spearfish with it for the first time. They indeed do push the ball. Pierre did knock it out of bounds. You heard Dakota Johnson say it's what they want to do. So it's Remington Price, Lennox Dupree, Ryan Barry, Reese Terwilliger, Avery Kaiser for Pierre, Taylor Duncan, Stella Marcus, Kylie Jo Simmons, Briley Grubb, and Josie Dana for Spearfish. It is Duncan out front. Dupree all over her, knocked it away, loose on the floor, ends up in a dual possession. Spearfish will keep it with the arrow with 21 on the shot clock and 7:13 left in the first quarter, but Dupree almost made another outstanding defensive play. Good as it was to knock it away. And on the left wing for a three by Marcus. It's off the rim, and Avery Kaiser with excellent position for the rebound for Pierre. They push it on right wing to Price. Cut off before there was a baseline drive. Left wing to Ryan Barry. Stops in the old circle. Fires from 18. Off the rim. Rebound for Spearfish by Josie Dana. Over a minute played. No one scored yet. Trying to change that with a jumper is Grubb. That didn't fall. And Ryan Barry with a rebound for the Governors. Remington Price on the left wing. This is Kaiser with a three from about 20. That misses. And this time it's Briley Grubb with a rebound for Spearfish. So both teams starting a little bit slowly shooting today. Only a minute and a half into the game, however. Grubb in the lane. Left wing, Stella Marcus from 17. There's the first two of the game. Stella Marcus, good shooter. She had 9 last night in the loss to Aberdeen Central. 2-0 Spearfish with 6:10 left in the first quarter. Spearfish in their maroon. Here's a carry by Dupree. Dribble the ball just a little too high. So with Pierre wearing their white today on the second day of this back-to-back, Spearfish normally what would be their road uniforms. They're wearing them on their home floor today. Mostly maroon with white around the shoulders, gray numerals and letters, and piping on the side. Josie Dana, guarded by Lennox Dupree. Turns left, now turns the other way, throws it away. Well, Dana wanted to find Stella Marcus, but the pass was too wide for her into the base of the scorer's table, and Pierre, 2:10 into the game, will have it back down 2-0. So not quite the way the game in Sturgis started last night for the Governors, but there's still time. Terwilliger playing a high post. First touch of the ball for Reese today. Right wing to Remington Price. Now Kaiser, head fake, moves to the jump circle, fires from 16 and misses. Terwilliger is there to grab the rebound. Follows and is fouled. Another good, strong offensive rebound. Reese Terwilliger. And draws the foul for it, and Stella Marcus has the first foul for either team in this game. So here's Reese to the line. Governors struggled a little bit at the foul line last night, only 4 out of 9. First one for Terwilliger here is good, and the Governors have their first point 2.5 minutes into the game. It's 2-1 Spearfish, and Governor basketball on KGFX is brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart, Krueger Contracting, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, and Avera Orthopedics. Player in the lane too soon for Spearfish. So another chance coming up here for Terwilliger after it missed. Avanterra also brings you Governor basketball, the corner station and the crossing, Dakota Storm Roofing, the Brittany Shufflebine Agency overhead door, First Dakota National Bank, and TMA. There's one more here on the second opportunity for the second shot. Reese took advantage and hit it, and it's tied at 2. 5:30 in the first. Here in Spearfish, happy holidays, final game before those holidays, and Price trying to knock it away from Duncan, knocked it off of Duncan and out of bounds. What a play by Remy to give the ball back to Pierre. Duncan a little off balance after Price knocked it away and knocked it off of Duncan's leg. Right elbow of the lane, it's Kaiser. Down low to Terwilliger, right baseline. Reese off glass scores. The Governors have their first lead, and Terwilliger has all 4 Governor points so far. It's 4-2. Pierre leading Spearfish with 5:05 in the first quarter. Dana, left wing for Duncan. Good pass in the lane. Simmons with the pass back to Duncan. Now a left wing open 3 by Marcus off the rim. Who's got the rebound? Yes, it's Reese Terwilliger again. Governors push it. Right wing, it's Remington Price. Stops as Spearfish got back well. Skipping on the left wing for the sophomore, Ryan Barry. For the junior Kaiser on left wing. Out front to Terwilliger, another sophomore. This young Pierre team. Thought about that 3 Dupree did. Now swinging on the left side. Still 15 to shoot as Price makes a baseline drive with a wild reverse layup. That missed, and Grubb with a rebound for Spearfish. 4:21 in the first. 4-2 Pierre. Both offenses starting a little slowly. In fact, each team's only had 4 field goal tries early on. Here is Duncan losing the ball. Kaiser, before she sat down on the floor, picked up the ball. Turnover, but now a turnover on Pierre as Lennox Dupree traveled. Spearfish makes a substitution. This is Callie Wintz, a senior. Callie is 5'5", into the lineup. Still 4-2 for Pierre over Spearfish with 3:55 left in the first quarter here at Spearfish High School. Josie Dana with a count on her. Price knocked the ball away, made the steal. Remington to the right baseline for a banker. That's good. Remington Price turns the steal into a bucket, and Pierre has a 4-point lead now. At 6-2, they've scored the last 6. 3:40 in the first quarter. Entry pass. Kaiser knocked it down, and Avery left it for Remington Price, who returned it to Kaiser, but the layup didn't fall in the front court. And Spearfish with the rebound by Stella Marcus, after which Dakota Johnson calls a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take a minute, too. 3:29 left first quarter. Pierre 6, Spearfish 2 back in 1 minute. 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
Dozy's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dozy specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dozy's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities.
23 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762. Second game of a back-to-back, and it's showing so far for both teams. Spearfish inbounds. Pierre leads 6-2. Addie Reiners, by the way, has come into the game for Spearfish. She is a senior. She's 5'9". Entry pass knocked out of bounds by Pierre. Spearfish inbounds right sideline, just about quarter court at the bucket to our left. Remember, watch it at the KGFX page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Brought to you in part by Bauman Roofing. And Dupree got a hand on the ball, taken by Price. Down floor for a layup by Ryan Berry for her first two, as the Spearfish turnover count has now reached 6. And the Governor run has reached 8 in a row. They lead 8-2. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Dana thrown away, but knocked out of bounds. It was by Pierre, by Ryan Berry. Olivia Herritt comes into the game, Heairet, a 5'8" sophomore. It's been over 3.5 minutes or so since Spearfish had their lone bucket. That was from Stella Marcus. 8-2 Pierre, 2:50 in the first quarter. In a double team. Oh, that pass went through Wentz, but somehow able to pick it up. Lost her dribble, falls to the floor. That's a travel, and that's turnover number 7. She had absolutely nowhere to go because both Avery Kaiser and Ryan Berry were towering over her and just trapped her. That corner, those sidelines really made it like a triple team. Kaiser for Pierre, handed off to Price out front. Remington wants a straightaway 3. That missed. Terwilliger is there. Another offensive rebound, follows and scores. Reese Terwilliger has 3 rebounds already. 10 straight for Pierre. They lead 10-2 over Spearfish at 2:20 in the first. Now the start is a good one for the Govs. Dana lost the ball, picked up by Dupree. Turnover number 8. Already on Spearfish. Kaiser down floor for a layup by Ryan Berry. 4 for Berry, 12 in a row for Pierre. It's 12-2 Governors at 2:02 in the first, and it's knocked away. No, it's not. It's a foul. It was knocked away, but it won't be a steal. Instead, it's the first foul of the game on the Governors on Ryan Berry. She tried to take it away. Sid Tedrow, after her good game last night, 7 rebounds and a couple of points, comes in for the Governors. And Taylor Duncan and Stella Marcus back in. And for her first appearance today, Sophie Guthmiller, a 5'5" junior. Spearfish, again, it has been now just about 5 minutes since their only bucket so far. And Guthmiller handles it on the right wing. Now throws it away. She threw it right to Remington Price. Governors did want to run. Spearfish back defensively. So it's handed to Berry. 1:39 in the first. 12-2 Pierre. They have scored the last 12. Dupree standing in the offensive half of the center circle for a left wing 3 that is left short by Price. And then a little frustration by Remy as she fouled Olivia Herritt, who gained the rebound. First on Price, the second on Pierre. That's only the 3rd foul that has been called in the first 6.5 minutes of this game, about which I don't think anyone is complaining. 1:25 in the first. But again, many times you can tell, even though these are young players with a lot of energy, it is the second game of a back-to-back, and in less than 24 hours. Reiners passed it on right wing to Guthmiller, and on to 17 on the Spearfish shot clock for a drive by Herron on the right baseline, fouled as she reached the middle of the lane. She'll have 2 shots. And Sydney Tendro with a foul for Pierre, her first, and the Governors' third. Pierre Sports Marketing sponsors help bring you Governor basketball. They include Anderson Rumsa Dental, Comtech, Kathy's Sun and Shine Properties, the Maher Law Office, and Delta Dental. First free throw is good by Olivia Harrod. Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant, also among those sports marketing partners, Red Rosa, the Olinger Law Firm, Eisberg Funeral Home, and Wagner Auto. First point in a long time for Sturgis, about 5.5 minutes. They're down to Pierre 12-3 now. The second free throw is missed, but running down her own rebound is Harrod. Good hustle for Guthmiller. Left wing nearly thrown away. Good catch to keep it in play by Duncan. Out front to Marcus, 55 seconds in the first. For Guthmiller trying to drive on Sid Tedrow. Now a handoff. Harrod dropped the ball, lost the dribble, stolen away. It's Avery Kaiser. 10 turnovers in this first quarter on Spearfish. Walking across the timeline, Dupree for the Governors at the bucket to our right. Price, had it taken away, tried to pass, but good play by Taylor Duncan to put her arm in it. Then she tried a three that missed. And Terwilliger has another rebound with 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Well, Pierre played for the last possession. They won't have the chance because of a foul, as Lennox Dupree was knocked over by Spearfish's Taylor Duncan, her first. That's the second foul on the Spartans. At least they didn't have the chance for the last possession yet. Now they might, as it's inbounded from Kaiser to Dupree with 21 seconds left in the first quarter. They bounced. Found a cunning Remington Price for a layup. A great bounce pass by Avery Kaiser. 4 for Price, 14-3 for Pierre. 9 seconds left in the first. Guthmiller for Spearfish. Stolen away, another turnover. Price with 3 has time to drive to the goal and score. She does at the end of the first quarter. Pierre ends the first quarter on a 16-1 run and after one on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. In Spearfish, Pierre 16, Spearfish 3. Wagner Auto, the one place to go. Back in 1 minute, this is the official voice of the Governors, KGFX.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
The Pierre Fire Department has a strong and proud history of volunteering for our community since 1881. We have some great men and women who are serving our community, and we are always looking for more quality volunteers. No experience is necessary, as we provide training locally. If you are looking for the next adventure and an opportunity to serve your community, volunteer today. It's as easy as calling 605-773-7401 to get started.
The Office of Highway Safety, 1060 KGFX Pierre, rebroadcasting on K276 GT 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. Slow the drive, arrive alive. What drive by the Governors? 16-1 run after a 2-0 Spearfish lead early. It's 16-3 Pierre. Second quarter begins with the Governors having the ball. They had the arrow. Handed off to Tedrow from Kaiser. Now on the right wing, right elbow. On a bounce, it is Barry inside to Terwilliger. Double team, but Terwilliger just went right at it. Went to the goal and drew the foul. This one is on Addie Reiners of Spearfish. That is her first. And the third Spearfish team foul. Terwilliger, who has the only free throws for the Governors so far in this game and made them both. This one short, however. Governor basketball on KGFX. Brought to you by Gators Pizza, Pasta, and Subs. Lariat Lanes, Gateway Ford, Lincoln Toyota, Bauman Lumber, and Oahe Federal Credit Union. One more for Reese. She's good. Her 7th point. Remington Price has 6. Ryan Berry 4. 17-3 Pierce. 7:43 left first half here in Spearfish. Josie Dana for the homestanding Spartans threw a double team but took a step for the 11th turnover on Spearfish. 10 of them in the first quarter. Pierre with a rebounding advantage, 7-6. They're shooting well, 7 of 11. Spearfish has taken only 5 shots in 8.5 minutes because of all the turnovers. They're 1 of 5 shooting. Some pressure, but it's broken easily as Kaiser moves into the front court, then carried it. That's the 5th turnover on the Governors. Boys action on River 92.7, of course. The Governors were leading Spearfish 35-30 at the half. Jenna Bush makes her first appearance of today's game. Bush, the 6'1 senior, one of the 3 on this team. Again, Lainey Stevens, one of the others, not available again today. Not with the team. Reiners handing it off on right wing. Lenore Nellis is into the lineup. This one is taken away, yet another turnover. Reiners lost it. Ryan Barry picked it up. Right wing for Remington Price for the Governors. Now for Kaiser for a right baseline drive, open path. Found Tedrow open on the other side. Hit it from 6 feet. Tedrow had a first half bucket last night, has another today, and it's 19-3 for Pierre. It's a 19-1 run, 6:49 in the first half. Reiners for Josie Dana. Good move to the right baseline, but the shot didn't fall, and Avery Kaiser had the rebound for Pierre. Right wing to Price, down low, a layup by Bush. Everything's working again for the Governors. Jenna Bush has 2. It is 21-3 for Pierre at 6:27 in the half. And as an bounce pass right side of the lane came to Briley Grubb, she was bumped by Reese Terwilliger. Her first.
Pause on Bush, her first. Team 4.
Not Terwilliger, excuse me, Bush.
Duncan, Simons, and
Reese was there, but
Marcus.
Bush with a foul. Stella Marcus back in. Kylie Jo Simons back in for Spearfish as well. They need someone to score. They have a bucket from Marcus and a free throw from Harrod, and that's it. And they throw it away again as it was taken away by Jenna Bush. Pierre getting hands on passes again, just like they did in Sturgis last night. Price on right wing, hounded by Duncan. Pastor drives for a layup and drew a foul. Duncan was not playing too badly defensively, but then Remington turned on the Jets and draws the foul on Kylie Jo Simons. That's her first and the 4th team foul. And Price to the line, where she has been so good the last couple of years, and the first is good for her 7th point. Pierre 22, Spearfish 3, 6-12 in the first half. It's been over a quarter's worth of play, over 8 minutes since Spearfish had their only field goal. Price hit them both. She has 8. 23-3 Pierre, 6:08 in the first half. Duncan surveys it. Price guards her again. Stopped her dribble, handed it on the left side to Josie Dana. Guarded by Dupree. Dana, right of the lane. Back out front for an 18-footer. That's short by Marcus. Rebound came right to Ryan Barry. 1 of 7 shooting. Here's a pass. Oh, just a little too far for Bush. Tried to save it. Kept it in play, but it came right to Spearfish for a jumper on the left baseline for Briley Grubb that goes. About 9 minutes between Spearfish field goals, 23-5 Pierre, 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Dupree for Bush, swinging on the left side for Remington Price, found another path to the bucket, left baseline, rolled off for her this time though, and Stella Marcus rebounded it for the Spartans of Spearfish. Bounce came to Marcus on the right wing from Duncan. Then she just lost it out of bounds. Another Spearfish turnover. That is 14. Olivia Harrod back in for Spearfish. Reese Terwilliger is back in for the Governors. And Jenna Cass makes her first appearance in this game, the 5'3 junior. To give Remington Price a little bit of a break. Kaiser left wing, hook pass from Barry's too far for Dupree, and it's out of bounds, and Dupree is wondering why a foul wasn't called. Sydney Tedrow comes back in for Pierre to replace Ryan Barry. Spearfish with the ball, down 23-5 to Pierre at 4:56 in the first half on this Saturday afternoon. Duncan on the left wing for Dana. Screen by Briley Grubb. Allows a shot from Dana in the foul line that missed, but she gained her own rebound. A Marcus right wing 3. That misses 2, but Grubb grabbed another offensive board. It is a third opportunity for Spearfish as Duncan turns around on the dribble, guarded by Cass. Handed for Marcus. 22 to shoot. Screen might have been moving. They didn't call it on Grubb. Bounce inside, turned away, but picked up still by Marcus. Still 13 on the shot clock as it's Dana between the rings. Left wing, 9 to shoot now as it came back to Grubb for Duncan outside the arc left wing. Grubb with a bounce to it right to Jenna Cass. After all that, another turnover. Down to 4 in the shot clock when it happened. Return from Terwilliger, and Jenna Cass has the bucket. Jenna scored last night for her first 2 varsity points, scores again. 25-5, Pierre 350 in the first half. Nearly making another steal was Tedrow, but it came inside to Grubb. Turnaround, right of the lane, missing again. Kaiser the rebound for Pierre. Avery not on the scoreboard yet, but she does have 3 rebounds today. 3:35 in the half. It's all Pierre leading 25-5. 20 matches their longest lead. Bounce to Terwilliger, baseline. Oh, it missed after the pass from Tedrow. And in frustration, Terwilliger commits a foul on the rebound after it was grabbed. Reese is first. Team foul number 5 on Pierre. And 4 new players brought in by Dakota Johnson. Just looking for something that'll work. Sierra West has entered one of those who is in for the first time. She is a junior at 5'3". Addie Reiner's back in and handed it to Callie Wentz, who returns to the game. And now Guthmiller back in with a 3 is good from the left side. Only the third made field goal by Spearfish in their first 3. Pierre 25, Spearfish 8. 3:03 left in the first half. Lennox Dupree, the freshman for the Governors, handing it on the left side to Barry. Now a whistle away from the ball. Someone was caught with a hold. Someone in maroon, I think, away from all that. It was Callie Wentz. That's her first, team foul number 5 on Spearfish. 2:56 first half here in Spearfish. 25-8 Pierre. Governors couldn't get anything going for a couple of minutes, but they have been red hot again since then. Terwilliger on a pass that was nearly stolen. Dupree, pass deflected, but still came to Price, who's back in there. Left wing, a Kaiser 3 to try to get her on the board. Misses. Terwilliger, another offensive rebound. Dumped it down low on the left baseline for a shot that's good from 3 by Lennox Dupree after another Terwilliger board. First 2 for Lennox, 27-8 for Pierre. 2:27 left in the first half. Guthmiller for Spearfish, who won their first 2, but then lost last night here to Aberdeen Central, and they're struggling today. Reiners back out front for a 3 by Harrod. Halfway down the basket, didn't stay down. Another Reese Terwilliger board. She's having a huge first half in the glass. Took the return feed from Price. Turned around in the lane and hit from 10. And 9 points, 2 for Reese. 29-8, Pierre's longest lead, now 21 over Spearfish, 157 and a half. Callie Wentz knocked away, but knocking herself into West 2 was Ryan Berry. That is her second. The first Governor with more than 1, and team foul number 6 with 1:54 left in the half. Inbounds to Wentz at 1:48. 29-8, Pierre leading Spearfish. West for Harrod in the half-court game. West back to her on a 3 that misses. Follow, however, is good by Addie Reiners. Her first 2. Good position, and Reiners is not among the taller ones. 29-10, Pierre. Price front court for the Govs at the basket to our right. Dupree for a lob down low, all alone. Oh, but the layup is missed by Kaiser, and in frustration she fouls after Sophie Guthmiller had grabbed the rebound. And that puts Spearfish into the bonus on Kaiser's first foul. With 1:18 left in the first half. Harrod split a couple of free throws earlier today. Ryan Berry out and Sydney Tedrow's back in for the Governors. It's Sophie Guthmiller with the front end of a 1-and-1 right here. It's off the rim twice and missing, and Avery Kaiser grabs that rebound for Pierre. Dupree, bounce to Kaiser, pass is intercepted. Guthmiller on a good play to take it away. Speeding down the floor through a double team. Off the rim, however, Harrett, but she gained her own board. Good hustle by Harrett, now draws a foul. Harrett first went through a double team.
Her first.
And then was fouled by Lennox Dupree. That is her first and team foul number 8. So Harrod will try that front end of the 1-and-1, but this one also missed, and it is rebounded. It's another board for Reese Terwilliger, who's not far from a double-double. Right wing Price for a cutting Kaiser, who nearly lost her balance. Does as she falls, but is able to find Price somehow, and head coach Kirk Bebout sensing a little bit of chaos wants an Agtegra timeout. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. It is a 30, 46.3 left in the half. Pier 29, Spearfish 10. Back in 30 on 1060, 103.
At Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
I look forward to working with you.
By our count, Reese Terwilliger, we say not far from a double-double. We're right. 9 points. We have her for 7 rebounds in this first half. Pierre to try to reconnoiter things after a scrambling possession with 22 still on their shot clock and 46.3 left in the first half. Leads 29-10 over the Spartans and Spearfish. Kaiser and right wing to Price. To Dupree, to Tendrow on the left wing. Skip it all the way to the right side for Price from 17. A little short on that one. Sophie Guthmiller with the rebound for Spearfish. They want to push it. Here is a shot that is off the mark by Harrett, but again, she gained an offensive board. She's done well since being put into the game. Right wing, here comes a 3 from Marcus and Addie, or Reiners it is, and Addie Reiners hit it. 29-13 Pierre. We're down to 13 seconds in this first half. Ball above her head. Avery Kaiser. Handed off for Remington Price. 5 seconds and 4. Right baseline. A jumper a little bit short. Terwilliger yet with another rebound. That's how the first half will end.
Governors 29.
Well, Pierre started a little slowly, but then got it going. What a first half they had. Shooting 60% by our tally. And it's helped them to a 29-13 halftime lead here in Spearfish over the Spartans on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Wagner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer. Since 1907, they've been in the capital city. Stay tuned for the CHS River Plains halftime report in Spearfish. Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The paint store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The paint store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The paint store, same great paint, same great services.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Xander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Xander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Xander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Xander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at BriggsRVPark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
The holiday season is a time for friends, family, and fellowship. Don't let the financial stress of the season get you down. For a limited time, Oahe Federal Credit Union will be running a holiday loan special. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR with payroll deduction or auto pay from your checking account. Stop in and see Julia or Jameson at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFLT.com.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. ServiceMaster of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
The clock is ticking. Take advantage of year-end savings and beat the price increase on John Deere equipment at Grosenberg Implements. If you're in the market for a new mower conditioner, baler, or windrower, you need to hurry into any of the Grosenberg Implement locations and discuss purchasing options with our sales department before the end of the year. The time to act is now. Grosenberg Implements, serving your growing needs since 1937.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Knowles wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
That moment when our team has devoted over 35 years creating clear advice about reaching financial independence. The information you need and how to apply it is as simple as calling Scott and I at 224-5959 or visit rankygray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial Member Investment Advice Office for GWM Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
The second half is underway, and it has begun with another Spearfish turnover after they had the arrow, but Pierre has it now. With Terwilliger on a high post at the bucket to our left in their white uniforms today. Pierre finds Avery Kaiser in the old circle. Left wing for Lennox Dupree, who had one bucket in the first half. The freshman dribbles with 13 and 3 seconds in the lane as, Avery Kaiser was camped in there. So each team with a turnover on their first possession of the second half. Starting five for both sides for Pierre Remington Price, Lennox Dupree, Ryan Berry, Reese Terwilliger, and Avery Kaiser. And for Spearfish, Taylor Duncan, Stella Markins, Kylie Jo Simmons, Briley Grubb, and Josie Dana. Taylor Duncan for Spearfish with a Simon's pick. Brings it up top to Briley Grubb. Now for Dana. And run into by Lennox Dupree. For her second, the first team foul of the second half on Pierre.
Calls on Dupree. Her second. Team one.
Nobody with more than two for the Governors. Nobody with more than one for Spearfish. They had only 5 fouls called on them in the first half. Dana, left wing for Stella Marcus, trying to use a Simons pick, regain the ball by very weary with a steal, but Marcus with a drive inside and set, but missed it, and it's rebounded by Avery Kaiser. Long down floor for an open to Williger. She goes to the rim. She's fouled. Another long pass. That's what the Governors were doing a lot last night. One particularly long one, and that was on the bucket by Tedrow. About a 68-foot bounce pass from Dupree was wonderful. Simons with the foul for Spearfish. That's her second. Reese Terwilliger has 2 free throws. First is short. Just the second miss for the Governors at the line so far. 5 of 7 today. Reese will try again for her 10th point. Had a couple of double-figure scoring games last year and one already this season. They both missed. Simons just barely able to keep the rebound and herself in bounds. Left wing front court, Briley Grubb. Caught off by Terwilliger, finds Simons. Blocked by Reese. Came right back to a scramble on the floor, and it'll stay with Spearfish. But Reese Terwilliger, knocked that one down. Immediately, the ball barely had left the grasp of Simons. As Addie Reiners returns to the Spearfish lineup. 6:35 in the third. Score what it was at the half. Pierre 29, Spearfish 13. Duncan nearly lost control, now has lost her dribble. Hands it to Marcus, driving inside, steps taken for turnover number 17 on Spearfish. They have just 13 points. Three-quarter court pressure, at least a little bit. It's only Duncan showing it. She bothers Dupree, but Lennox is into the front court. At the bucket to our left, pass as Kaiser was bothered by a double team, and it leads to an interception. Down floor for a layup try that missed by Duncan. And another Reese Terwilliger rebound for Pierre. Closer to that double-double. Kaiser out front, down low, finds Terwilliger. She is held by Reiners of Spearfish. Addie's second, the second team foul of the second half on the Spartans. Pierre by 16. They've led by as many as 21. 29-13. No scoring yet in the third quarter. 2 minutes are gone in that stanza. It's into Ryan Berry, a little off balance, and the shot didn't fall off the inbounds pass. Dana with a rebound for Spearfish. As they back it out again to Duncan. Down the left wing for Reiners. A little bit of a mismatch from their point of view as Avery Kaiser was guarding her. Marcus down low, turnaround on the lane. Good by Grubb for her second bucket. And again, the same sort of play Kirk Bebop mentioned in the Pierre game. A lot of the offensive sets that Pierre runs, Spearfish runs too. 29-15 down low. Good feet from Barry. But Dupree missed it. Gained it again and got fouled. Dupree, a little too far under the bucket. However,
Duncan, her second.
Drew the foul on Taylor Duncan. That's her second and team foul number 3, and Lennox will have free throws out of this. Got to meet some of her family last night. Extremely nice people from Eagle Butte, but wanted to bring her to Pierre to have her have a chance to play at this level of basketball. And brother, she is making the most of it so far. She'll shoot one more, look for her third point. On the way and rattles around, and it's on the board. 30-15. Pierre has doubled Spearfish. 5:22 in the third. Thank you for joining us, and happy holidays to you. Addie Reiners on the left wing for Spearfish. Out front, dropped by Jana, but Josie is able to pick it right back up. Dupree guards her. She moves inside the arc on left wing. Top of that wing for Grubb. Right side for Stella Marcus. Turnaround, backs down. Good move. Drew a foul on Barry. That's a strong play, and that's how Ryan Barry will learn. Got to be careful when you're defending against a player who's backing down like that. A lot of the time, you'll have a foul if you make even the slightest move on a play such as that. And it'll lead to free throws for Josie Dana. She hits the first. Sid Tedrow in, Ryan Barry out. Sophie Guffmiller back in for Spearfish. Governor Basketball on KGFX, brought to you by Live Ticket by Beck Motors, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Ferding Electric, and Dairy Queen. Blizzard go pretty well right about now. Second free throw is good for Dana. (30-17). Not Dana, pardon me. Marcus was the one who hit those free throws. A pass inside. It comes to Dupree and counted with a foul. That was Lennox Dupree taking another great feed. Her second bucket. Sierra West with this foul. She just re-entered the game a moment ago. Her first. 32-17. Pierre again by 15. Barry looks to complete Dupree looks to complete the three-point play. She did. She's up to 6. 33-17 Pierre at 4:48, third quarter. Marcus directs traffic. Skips it right side to Guffmiller. Here's a 3 off the brace of the rim at the bucket to her right. Remington Price corralled the rebound in for the Governors and then carried it. And you may have heard the stomp of that foot. That was head coach Kirk Bebout saying, hey, we got to be more careful than that. Spearfish wants an Agtegra timeout. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today.
Your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created
the garage door energy theme. Spearfish inbounds with Sophie Guffmiller into Sierra West. And a double dribble by Sierra West. It's turnover number 18. That's been a problem today for the Spearfish Spartans. Pierre with the ball at set their 5. Remington Price, Lennox Dupree, who has the ball right now. Avery Kaiser, Reese Terwilliger, and Sydney Tedrow, who has re-entered. Bounce. Oh, great feed from Kaiser to Price, but the layup did not fall. Just a little bit too soft on it, and the rebound by Briley Grubb. Jumper missed everything from the lane, and it's off of Spearfish and out of bounds.
Duncan in for the Spartans.
Taylor Duncan back in to replace Sierra West for Spearfish. Little more pressure. They put 2 players three-quarter court with pressure now as the inbound came from Kaiser to Lennox Dupree. Dealing with Duncan. Cross the timeline. 2 A's. 4 minutes left in the third. Kaiser to Price out front. Right wing again for Tedrow. Cut off at the baseline. Handed it to Kaiser right in the middle of a double team. Took the ball off her hip. Rolled off on her, and the rebound to Taylor Duncan. Still tried to put that shot in. Didn't work. On the other end, baseline drive. A good one by Josie Dana draws a foul. This is Sydney Tedrow's second.
Team 4, Dana shooting 2.
Third team foul in the Governors. And Josie Dana. She didn't have the free throws a moment ago. She does here, and she hit the first. Kylie Jo Simons is back in for Stella Marcus for Spearfish. The second free throw is left short. And Reese Terwilliger gained the rebound for the Governors. Kaiser, left wing. Tedrow, high post. Kaiser between the circles. Now to Price. Open path, right wing, drew a foul. On Simons, that is her third. And that is Remington Price with that quickness again. Seeing that open path, it takes recognition too. Price, 2 for 2 at the line today. The Governors are 7 of 11. 5 team fouls now on Spearfish, and Simons has 3. First for Remy, she's good. 34-18, Pierre by 16, 3:32 in the third quarter. January 4th, a Tuesday. Next time the Governors play 2 weeks from Tuesday at Sioux Falls, Lincoln. Second free throw good. 6:30 that evening on River 92.7. And then the next Saturday, January 8th, defending champion Sioux Falls, Washington, and Jacquelina Wenentonda come to the Rigside Gym. Grubb for Spearfish. Right wing counts on Briley, so she starts a dribble. One bounce came to Simmons, pushed by Kaiser, who's in utter disbelief. Some of Avery's facial expressions are just priceless. Her second foul. Avery not on the board yet today.
Her second.
Team foul number 5 on the Governors. Taylor Duncan, right baseline, inbounds with the bucket to our right. Right wing, here comes a 3 swish for Josie Dana. her first bucket, fourth point, 35-21. Pierre by 14, 3:07 in the third. Not the time to let up, I'm sure they're saying on that bench. Lead was 21. Price on right wing for Kaiser. Back for Terwilliger, who traveled. Governors have turnover number 12, and Spearfish can cut into the Pierre lead even further. Rebound by our count, by the way, number 10 for Terwilliger. She has 9 points. Dana guarded by Dupree front court. Spearfish can cut this to 12 or 11. Don't go anywhere. Right wing Duncan, right baseline. Simons is in a triple team, so leaves it for a bank three that's good by Guthmiller, her second three of the game, and it is down to 11. Pierre 35-24 over Spearfish, 2:28 in the third, and the Governors could use a bucket right about now. Dupree's in the front court, guarded by Duncan. Right wing Price with a Terwilliger screen. Leaves it for Kaiser. Left wing, a three's coming. There's a bucket. She hit it. Avery Kaiser with her first three of the game. And Pierre head coach Kirk Bebout wants an Agtegra timeout. 2:15 left in the third. We'll take 1 minute here. Pierre 38, Spearfish 24. Back in 60 on KGFX.
By the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Pieces cookie dough blizzard treat today only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Well, we've mentioned that the Governor girls don't play again until the 4th of January, but we do have more basketball coming up on Tuesday evening here on KGFX from Murdo, the Harold Thune Auditorium. Stanley County, Jones County, varsity doubleheader around 6:15 here on KGFX on Tuesday. Looking forward to that. I really enjoyed my first visit to Murdo for the Jones County Invitational last year. Josie Dana up top for Spearfish. Pierre by 14 at 2 minutes left in the third, 38-24. Taylor Duncan, left side, guarded by Tedrow, past her and past Kaiser, who fouled her. Nice move again on the left block by Taylor Duncan. Draws the third Avery Kaiser foul. Team foul number 6 on Pierre, but a couple of free throws here for Duncan. I'm going to say it again. Don't go anywhere. Spearfish is trying to make this a little more interesting. They played better in the second half, and Duncan hit the first. And Governor Basketball is brought to you by the Pierre Sports Marketing Partners, who include Krueger Contracting, also Pierre Dental Clinic, and Stolken, Peterson, Lingle, Walti, and Jones LLP. Second one rolls around, doesn't stay down. Yet another Reese Terwilliger rebound, and that is number 11 for the sophomore. Now the Governors throw the ball away with Dana coming back for Spearfish. Driving left, it's short, bobbed a little bit by Dupree, and then a push on the rebound by Grubb. Or on Pierre, actually. Beg your pardon. It's on Tedrow. They called Sydney, and she was the one trying to push off for position. So it's a 1-and-1 for Duncan, but she hit it for her second point, 38-26. Pierre's lead is down to 12, and now 11 as Duncan hit them both. 38-27. It's still somewhat comfortable for Pierre, but not completely. Dupree, left wing for Sid Tedrow, who is held by Sophie Guthmiller, who puts her hands to her mouth as if to say, oh no, I got caught, her first. And that's 16 fouls. Going to have some free throws, I think, in the fourth quarter of this game. Price, made a defender miss. Hit a baseline jumper from 11 feet. Pretty nice by Remy on the fake out. She has 12. 40-27, the Pierre lead 13, 1:18 left in the third quarter. Guthmiller nearly dropped the ball, handed to Duncan. Return for Guthmiller, threw it over the rim on the right block. Renix Dupree rebound, and the Governors push it up the right alley with the freshman. But lost a handle on the ball, then ends up in a dual possession, though Pierre will keep it with 1:05 left in the third quarter. And I'm sure the words from Kirk Bebach got to be, hey, Lennox, just keep pressing that. Don't stop that dribble in traffic. Stella Marcus comes in again for Spearfish. 4 today for her after 9 last night against Aberdeen Central. Move on the right wing by Price. Cut off, so hands it top of that wing to Dupree. Top of the key, it's Kaiser. Near the center circle, Dupree. 53 seconds left in the third. Foul line, Kaiser. Left wing, Terwilliger. 3 is off the rim, and Kaiser is able to save the rebound. For a Price left wing, 3 bottom. Remington Price's first of the day. Number 7 of the year, number 109 in her career. 35 seconds in the third, 43-27. Pierre by 16. Simons in the lane, turnaround, missed it. Another Reese Terwilliger rebound for the Governors. Number 12. Reese with a big day on the boards. Dupree with 16 seconds. Shot clock is off. Pierre will try to run this down to the end of the third quarter. Left wing Price wants another 3. This one's too long. Marcus with a rebound. 6 seconds, 5, 4. Now a left wing spot up 3 is short by Marcus as the third quarter comes to an end. But Pierre, a little bit more breathing room. They're up after 3 on the Wagner Auto scoreboard in Spearfish. 43-27, Wagner Auto, the one place to go. The fourth quarter in 1 minute here on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Of all the things you can teach a child, how to handle money is one of the most important. Their knowledge, discipline, and control in the area of money will follow them wherever they may go, and in every area of their life. Teach them the facts of money. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget...
Well, that 3 near the end of the third quarter helped Pierre back up to a 16-point lead over Spearfish. They're trying to hold the Spartans off. Fourth quarter begins. Spearfish basketball as they had the arrow. And they try a 3 on the right wing with Josie Dana, who missed it, but she gained her own rebound. Came to the left side, but a travel is called here on Duncan. And that's 19 turnovers for Dakota Johnson's team today, which has prevented them from a lot of opportunities otherwise they would have had on offense. Lennox Dupree for the Governors with 7:35 left. They're up 16, 43-27, trying to improve to 2-2 before the break. Terwilliger between the rings. Right wing to Remington Price. Turns around, stops. Handed to Barry for a right wing 3 that's good. Ryan Barry has the third made 3 for the Governors today, and she's up to 7. 46-27, now it's a 19-point lead again for Pierre. With 7:12 left, and it's thrown away by Harrod right to Remington Price. The 20th turnover on Spearfish. Now the Governors with even a little bit more breathing room, trying to make it over a 20-point lead again. Price with a 3 that's off the back rim. Taylor Duncan with the rebound for Spearfish. It is a right wing 3. This time it's good. It's by Olivia Herron, who's done some things off the bench for this team today. 46-30. 16-point lead for Pierre with 6.5 minutes left as Terwilliger. Right wing Price. Diving steal attempt didn't happen. Back out front. The pass off the hand of Terwilliger and taken away by Stella Marcus, who drives for a layup that did not fall. And Ryan Barry ran it down. And a timeout by Pierre. Head coach Kirk Bebout wants a full timeout. It's an Agtegra timeout. Acres Ag can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. We'll take a minute to 6:18 left. Pier 46, Spearfish 30, and we're back in 60 on KGFX.
Your local grocery.
Scott Darnold with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
6:18 left after their timeout. They're down to 2. Spearfish still with 3 timeouts remaining. Lennox Dupree in the backcourt, guarded by Josie Dana. Right wing for Price. Another good day on offense for Remington with 15. Left wing, here comes a Dupree 3 that grazes off the front rim. And a rebound bounded out to Olivia Harris. Governors 3 of 11 on three-pointers today. Duncan for Spearfish, who's down 16. They need more shots to fall. They want to have a chance. Harriet, it won't fall here because of a block by Kaiser, but she followed through and fouled her too. So the block won't count. The foul will. The 4th on Avery. Only 1 bucket for her today, that three-pointer. Pierre Governors Sports Marketing Partners help bring you the Governors on KGFX, including American Bank and Trust. It's design and build the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce, First Dakota National Bank, Capital City Campus, the South Dakota National Guard, Midco, and All Around Graphics. Harriet has 2 free throws here, first missed. Spearfish 7 of 13 at the foul line. So Kaiser comes out with those 4 fouls on her ledger, and Sydney Tedrow replaces her with 5:49 left. Pierre up by 16, 46-30. 22-1 run in the first half helped the Governors to their big lead. Both free throws missed. Sydney Tedrow with a rebound for Pierre. Price on the right wing, lobbed it down low for Jenna Bush, who's back in and scores on the right block. Just beat everybody down the floor and took the feed from Remy. 4 for Jenna, 48-30 Pierre with 5.5 minutes left in the 4th in Spearfish. Taylor Duncan on the left wing for Stella Marcus. Into the lane. Dropped by Grubb, taken away. Sydney Tedrow. A pass inside, intercepted by Tedrow as Barry left it to the left block, down to Bush, who gained it, but then she traveled. As 5 new players will come in for Spearfish. Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, 1060 KGFX Pierre, rebroadcasting on K276 GT 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. Be safe, drive smart. Bauman Lumber, our player of the game following today's game for you here on KGFX. And a hesitation is a travel on Addie Reiners of Spearfish for their 22nd turnover. Five minutes left as Pierre looking to put this one, as one of my friends says, in the victory garage. Still some work to do, but they're up 48-30. Prince right wing for Bush. Price for Dupree again. Up top for Bush. Right wing, it is Barry. Ball fake on Guthmiller. Stopped her dribble, handed it to Tedrow. 13 still to shoot. Skip it to the left wing to Price. Tries a baseline drive. Bank scores. 17 for Remy. Having a very solid day. 50-30, Pierre by 20. 4:28 left. They've led by as many as 21. Right wing, here comes another 3. This one is by Sierra West, and it misses for a Jenna Bush rebound for the Governors. It's a pass down low. Good one. Came to Tedrow and laid it in. It came from Price. Sid's second bucket, 52-30. Pierre now with that longest lead of the day at 22 with 4 minutes to play. Guth Miller works at the West in the corner. Back out top for another travel on Reiners. Yikes. Or what the Spearfish fans have to be saying is, again, Dakota Johnson substitutes 5 for 5. Marcus, Wintz, Grubb, Harrett, Duncan all back in. Dupree for Pierre with 3:50 left. Governors in control again. 52-30 they lead. Right wing Bush. Up top it is Tedrow. Left wing Price. Remy again trying that left baseline drive. Over a defender. Drew a foul, which the baseline official did not call. The official 28 feet from the play called it, but it's on Taylor Duncan, her third, I should say. Team foul.
Team 7.
Number 7 to put Pierre into the bonus, but Price has 2 free throws anyway, and as you might imagine, as this happens a lot for her, she's 4-4 at the line today. 17 points for her. Not quite to the career high. If she comes close, we'll let you know what that is. First for Remy, too strong. Governors 9 of 14 at the line today. They lead 52-30 with 3:39 left. Governor basketball on KGFX brought to you by the May Adam Law Firm and Renke Gray Wealth Management. Here's the second. This one rimmed out. Bush, a reach over. That's got to be a foul, isn't it? Because Bush reached over 2 players to try to gain that rebound. It is a foul on Jenna Bush. That's her second, and there'll be free throws at the other end because that's team foul number 9 on Pierre with 3:38 left. Avery Kaiser, 4 fouls. She'll come back in. Reese Terwilliger still in search of that double-double. She hasn't scored in the second half. She'll come in. Sydney Tedrow and Jenna Bush come to Kirk Bebout's bench. Harrett was the player who was fouled. Front end of the 1-and-1. This one's good. Olivia's 5th point, 52-31 Pierre. With 3:38 left. Harrett shoots again, misses again, and a lane violation on Spearfish negates it anyway. So it's Pierre basketball with 3:37 to go. Inbound to Price. Remington dropped it but regained it. Still back near the baseline. And head coach Kirk Bebout doesn't like this. Wants a 30-second Agtegra timeout. And we'll take that too. 3:33 in the fourth. Pierre 52. Spearfish 31. Back in 30 on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Titan Machine. Titan Machinery.
Last year, not afraid to call a timeout if he sees some disorganization. He only has 1 left. It may not make a difference because Pierre leads by 21 with 3:33 left. Some pressure by Spearfish. Governor basketball on KGFX. Brought to you by Wagner Auto, Bankwest, and Kathy's Sun and Shine Properties. Lennox Dupree for Pierre. Right wing in the front court for Barry. Right through the hands of Terwilliger. Turnover leads to an offensive effort by Harrett. The shot, however, missed. Trying to save it is Price, realizing that she had to because it had been deflected. It's out of bounds, and it'll stay with Spearfish. 3:12 remaining. Bauman Lumber brings you our player of the game. We'll name that player of the game in our post game today, so stay here with us. Hopefully also visit with head coach Kirk Bebout. Final game for this team before the holidays. Straightaway 3 by Marcus. That is missing. And the rebound, Avery Kaiser coming out of there with it. She's had some boards today, although it's been a little bit of a frustrating day offensively for her. Kaiser picking up a pass that was nearly thrown away. Left wing for Ryan Barry with 2:45 left. Dupree back to Barry in the lane for Terwilliger. Bounce to Dupree. Backs up and takes a right wing 3 that's short. Price with the offensive board for Pierre. Left wing, it came to Ryan Berry. Now the Governors will just eat some time, down to 2:30 left with this big lead. Dupree up top between the rings for Kaiser. Left corner, Price is open. Three's coming. The three is good. Remington Price has 20. Her second three today, it's 55-31 Pierre. Career high, now I'll say it, is 23. She did it twice last year against Huron and against Lakota Tech. Bounce. Out of bounds. Josie Dana threw that one to no one for Spearfish. 24 turnovers. Dakota Johnson, her team had played so well in their first two games, but struggled against Aberdeen Central, a team with some height. And Pierre has more height than Spearfish, too. But here is a good steal by Guthmiller. Took it away from Kaiser and laid it in.
By Guthmiller.
And Sophie Guthmiller has 8. 55-33. Pierre in control, up 22. Just a minute 49 left here in Spearfish. Lob to Barry. Stops in the old circle. Right wing for Remy. And came back out to Kaiser. Avery in the lane for a bounce to Terwilliger. Bumped, and she'll go to the line with a chance to have that double-double because she's fouled by Addie Reiners. Her third. Hasn't scored in this second half.
Calls on Reiners.
But Terwilliger has 12 rebounds. JVers are going to come in. In fact, right now. Cass, who appeared earlier. Hannah Lemieux comes into the game, and also back in are Sydney Tedrow and Jenna Bush. 1-1 for Reese, who's had some chances at the line today. She's 3 for 6. Trying for the 10th point and that double-double. Short, and a lane violation on Pierre anyway. Or was it on Spearfish? Well, yes, it was, as both Reiners and Barry stepped in the lane, but they say Reiners was there first, and on the second opportunity, Terwilliger does hit it for that 10th point. Hannah Lemieux, I should say, was the one who was there with Reiners. But it's a double-double now for Reese Terwilliger. 56-33 Pierre with a minute 33 left. She looks for point number 11. She's good. Pierre 57, Spearfish 33, and the day probably is over for Reese as Elise Christofferson, the 5'6" sophomore, enters the game. For the last 90 seconds, Pierre now with their longest lead today again at 24 at 57-33. Sierra West and Cass nearly reaching in and fouling. Took it from Wentz. Now up top to Reiners with a minute 14 to play. And a little hole down low. I believe it's Hannah Lemieux of Pierre. A hack, in fact, is called. Up to saying Jenna Cass. In any case, that's the 10th team foul, so it's the double bonus, and the first one is good for Reiners. She has 6 off of Dakota Johnson's bench, 57-34, Pierre by 23. Second free throw missing for Reiners, and Hannah Lemieux gets in the book with a rebound. Front court for Christofferson with a minute 2 left. Tedrow way out front. Boy, Sydney's had 2 good games, especially last night. Cass stops right of the lane. Her jumper misses. She made another bucket earlier today. Rebound by West. Long down floor, too long, out of bounds. As again, Spearfish turns it over. By our count, 25 of them today. 47.8 before Pierre officially becomes 2-2. Cast down the right alley for Christofferson in the lane. Turnaround by Bush, left it short and then fouled on the rebound. So Spearfish will have more chances at the line here with 39.9 seconds to play. Third foul on Jenna.
Calls up Bush, her third. Grell will shoot 2.
So again, it'll be the 8th of January when Governor basketball plays again. That'll be a River 92-7 from Sioux Falls against the Lincoln Patriots, 6:30 that evening. Briley Grubb at the line missed the first of the 2-shot bonus. She'll have one more. This one with a lot of spin misses, and Jenna Cass has a second rebound in this fourth quarter for her. Right wing to Christofferson with 30 seconds to play. Bush gives her a pick, comes on the left wing to Cass. Jenna got the ball stuck in her hips, lost her dribble, tapped her pivot foot down though. In the left corner to Tedrow. 20 seconds left. Swinging on the right side for Hannah Lemieux. Bush with a pick for her. 14 seconds left, 10 to shoot on what likely will be Pierre's last possession. Bush, right wing for Cass. Jenna, another pick by Bush. Down to 2 on the shot clock and 1. And they just let the shot clock run out. That may have been by design. Because we're down to 3.4 seconds to play. And no point with a 23-point lead. The Governors have done their job today, and Spearfish will have it one more time. With Grubb to inbound. Into Guffmiller. And she'll just dribble it out. Put it in the record book, baby. The Pierre Governors have had, for the second straight season, a successful December weekend in the northern Black Hills. Winning last night in Sturgis, winning today here in Spearfish. The final score on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, the Pierre Governors 57, the Spearfish Spartans 34. Pierre improves to 2-2. Spearfish falls to 2-2. Stay tuned for our post game. Our Bauman Lumber player of the game. We'll look at the final numbers. We'll look at other action. Tell you about the Governor boys win today over Spearfish. And visit with head coach Kirk Bebop. We'll get that going in 3 minutes. 57-34. Pierre improves to 2-2 with a victory today in Spearfish. Our post game in 3 minutes on the official voice of Pierre Governor, basketball. It's online at the KGFX page, at the DRG News app, and at drgnews.com, and on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bankwest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bankwest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bankwest. Bankwest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Taking care, touching lives. Avanterra Pierre has an opportunity for one full-time LPN or RN. Be a part of a family-oriented team environment with an aggressive pay plan and excellent benefits package available. Avanterra Pierre is a new company under new ownership in Pierre. Apply today at Avanterra Pierre, 950 East Park Street, or call 224-8628 for more information. Apply online at legacyhc.com or Indeed. Avanterra Pierre is an equal opportunity employer.
Wagner Auto Company, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer and Pierre, is your transportation headquarters in central South Dakota. With a great selection of new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, and a large selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. View their entire inventory at WagnerAuto.com. Experience the Wagner Auto difference for yourself by letting them help you with your next set of wheels. Wagner Auto Company in Pierre.
Happy holidays from the staff and management at the Lariat Lanes in Pierre. Got friends and family in town for the holidays? Bring them all out to the Lariat. Bowling, pool, darts, a full game room. Hey, the best place in town to have your kid's birthday party is a great place for your holiday party, too. And with the NFL Sunday ticket and the college bowl season heating up, there's always a game on one of the many TVs in the Cactus Lounge. So stop on out. Your holiday fun destination, the Lariat Lanes on the Truck Bypass in Pierre.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Hi, this is Jody from Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Now is the time to take advantage of our refinance program with rates as low as 2.49%, plus no payments for 90 days. Give me a call at 224-4844 or stop up and meet the new friendly faces at our new location on North Garfield Avenue next to the Northridge Plaza. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Pierre Governors are winners for the second time in as many days, and in fact, led 24 hours. Last night a win in Sturgis, that was 28. Today it was 23, 57-34 over the Spearfish Spartans as we got our postgame underway here at Spearfish High School, where the Governors have won for the second year in a row. Last year they won on the Saturday before Christmas. Remember, that was the first varsity appearance for Rista Williger, and she came back and had another fine game today. 8-3 the series lead for Pierre over Spearfish as they've beaten the Spartans for the third year in a row. Let's look at final numbers. Again, we hope to visit with head coach Kirk Bebout. We still have a Bauman Lumber player of the game to name, too. But let's tell you about it. Pierre with 20 from Remington Price, a 20-point game. Very solid. 12 of those 20 in the second half for the junior today. And Rista Williger did end up with that double-double at long last. She only scored a couple of free throws in the second half after a 9-point first half, but by our count, 11 points and 12 rebounds for Terwilliger today, who, again, a year ago made her first varsity appearance here, has very well entrenched herself in this team as the post threat. Ryan Berry had 7 today. Lennox Dupree with 6. Sydney Tedrow and Jenna Bush with 4. And Jenna Cass had a second bucket in as many games. 2 for Jenna. Kaiser also had 6 rebounds today. Spearfish was led by the 8 off the bench from Sophie Guthmiller. She had a couple of 3-pointers. 2 of the 5 that the Spartans hit. 6 for Addie Reiners, 5 points for Olivia Harrett, 4 each for Josie Dana and for Briley Grubb and for Stella Marcus. Let me get you straight here, Kirk. There you go. 3 for Taylor Duncan. And that is the scoring for Spearfish. And we'll go over a lot of the rest of it in just a bit because head coach Kirk Bebout is here with us. And just a couple of minutes, I guess it's going to happen with a back-to-back game. But, boy, after that, your team just got going in all phases again.
Yeah, it all starts on the defensive end, and when our girls buy into what they have to do on defense, then it carries over on the other end. So really that's what it came down to, was that they put in the effort on defense and got stops and rebounded the basketball. I mean, it's a pretty simple game. If you do those things and take care of the ball, which we can do a little bit better job of, then good things happen.
That at the same time, a lot of turnovers you forced today. Some of them were mistakes they made, but hands, it happened the same way in Sturgis last night too. Hands in passing lanes. Again, you're always saying and every coach does, get your hands up, but that's what that leads to.
I mean, just by being aggressive and working and speeding them up a little bit, I mean, that's what happens. But it takes a great deal of energy and effort, and we got girls that have motors that play really hard. Lennox and Rye, freshman and a sophomore, but they're competitors, and they do that. They like to play defense. They get up there, and it leads to a lot of good things. So, credit to the girls for a great week of practice. Like I said, we weren't real happy last weekend, obviously, but they handled it the right way, and they want to get better, and they did that this week, and it showed this weekend.
I like what you said about Lennox and Ryan. That has got to be one of the nicest things for a coach to realize when they see a player that likes to play defense. But you know very well, it's not the easiest thing to try to instill sometimes, because some players think, oh, gee, I got to go down the floor and defend. But that is good to hear, especially about those two.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I'm a defensive-minded coach, and I'm kind of, I'm happy what I saw this weekend, because I'm kind of tired of trying to do smoke and mirrors, zone defense stuff. I just want to get up and I want to play defense, and I think we got a group that can do that. So I think it's a fun way to play basketball, and I think it's the way it's kind of meant to be played, and I think they're showing their potential and what they can do on the defensive end.
The zone is, and this is a thorny subject, I know, for a lot of coaches, because, zone defense saves energy, but then again, even if you're going against a team that doesn't shoot a three a lot, it's like, well, we're going to back off a little bit. So I guess that's your way of thinking. Try to avoid the zone as much as possible, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'll hear a lot of coaches say if you're not zoning, then you're not really trying, but at the same time, if you can't play man defense, you're not gonna. At the end of the day, I don't think you're gonna get it done. You're not gonna get to where you want to go. So you have to be able to play man defense first, and that was kind of in practice all week. I mean, we just we try to do a lot of different things against Stevens and against Central to slow them up a little bit, because they're really talented. But I think we ended up just kind of confusing ourselves a little bit instead of just focusing on playing good, solid defense. So kind of came with the mindset that we were just gonna, let's see what we can do. Let's see, if we can get up in their face, and who can guard and who can't.
I was just saying that it was a year ago today, basically, on this floor, Reese Terwilliger played varsity for the first time. Comes back today, by our count, double-double. And for Reese, I think she showed it last year, too. She's playing well beyond her years. You got a strong rebounder, and we've said more than once, Reese Terwilliger is so strong. That's what helps her to a lot of those rebounds, isn't it?
Yeah, Reese just has the right attitude. Now, okay, so I mentioned Lennox and I mentioned Ryan on defense. And then we have our 2 juniors who are, kind of our make things happen, scoring threats. But Reese, she's going to be guarding their team's best post player most of the time. And she works just as hard as anybody. And she can come out on the perimeter and guard, and she attacks rebounds. So, I mean, yeah, her future is as bright as anyone's, too. So I think you're going to be hearing a lot about Reese for the years to come. And, like I said last night, we're a really young team. I think we're probably the youngest team in 2A basketball, and if we keep our focus on improvement and the little fundamentals and focus on that kind of stuff, then this group is going to be exciting to watch for a long time.
And Remy was Remy again today. A big game for her, and the shot, and she just looked so frustrated last weekend. As we talked about last night, she wants to do so well and had the extra time shooting, and I know puts it in every day in practice, but just 2 solid games for her this weekend on shooting.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the stat sheet, she had 18, but honestly, she hasn't broke through yet. Like, I thought she had some looks that she didn't make that she usually makes, and she had some looks that she turned down, and she still had 18. So, I mean, she's still, like, she's gonna have nights when everything's falling, and then look out. So, I mean, yeah, she's one that's she's gonna put up points even on a so-so night. So, Ave and Rem are kind of, our offense revolves around them, and we let them kind of dictate what happens, and we play off of that, and then we try to get it done on defense and go from there.
You I never thought Tedro again today, but Jenna Bush in the minutes she played gave you something good. I know you're counting on that from her, but Jenna Bush is no novice in playing that post game either.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wish I would have got her in a little bit sooner than I did. I don't know. I wish, yeah, she did a great job, and she's done a great job with all of her minutes all year, I think. So I think she's earned herself an opportunity to possibly get some more minutes, and we definitely got to get Reese and Ave a little bit more of a break, I think. And that end of the third quarter, going to the fourth, I think we were super gassed, and that's on me. And I do trust Jenna Bush. She's played a lot of basketball. She's got the right attitude. She's a great kid, and she's doing the right things out there. So, yeah, she's one that's earned some more time, and we're proud of what she's been doing in her minutes.
You have a few more practices, then you have a little bit of a break for Christmas, and then you're right back at it again, because the 2 you've got in the first 2 games of the new year, you've got to play Sioux Falls schools. Lincoln gets everybody fits every year, and then you've got Washington. So that's a nice challenge coming right out of the break.
Yeah, I'm happy for these girls to get a break. I know that they're really tired, and coming out here and back to back. I thought we played with so much energy last night. I was a little bit worried about a letdown, but that didn't happen. So I'm extremely proud of them for that, and I think they deserve a break. And we got a lot of little injuries and just little bumps and bruises. So hopefully we can get those healed up. Hopefully we get Lainey Stevens back after the break. That'll add to our depth at the guard spot too, and she's another tenacious defender and someone that can stretch the floor and shoot the basketball. So I'm excited for that break. And you mentioned Lincoln. That's one that's kind of stuck with me from last year. I thought we kind of gave away. We didn't play our best basketball, and we've been kind of have that one circled. I mean, I know it's going to be a battle. Yeah. So, but that'll keep us motivated in practice through the break.
The point you make about coming back on a back-to-back and still having the energy to come out today. Because the ultimate goal, play late or in the middle of March, because that's 3 straight games. And you can look back to this weekend especially and say, hey, came right back out on the second day, or you have a night game followed by a mid-afternoon game the next day, and you still had that sort of energy. That has to be a good sign for you.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's a long ways away, and we got a lot of work to do to be a team that can play at that state tournament. So I don't think. I mean, obviously that's the end goal that we all dream of, but right now it's the day-to-day of getting better, and if we do that, then maybe we'll have a chance to be there in March.
But wins help you get better, and you've had 2 good ones this weekend, there's no doubt.
They deserve it, 100%. Like, I'm just happy for them. I'm thankful that they've been coachable. They've taken criticism the right way. They've used it to get better, and that's what they want. And I like what I see from their competitive fire, and it's exciting. I can't wait to see where we go.
It is head coach Kirk Bebout of the Pierre Governors after an excellent weekend again in the northern Black Hills. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And Brian will be with you for the next game, but I am sure we will talk between now and then. Best to you and all of your team over the holidays.
Perfect. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for coming out to the hills.
Thank you, buddy. Yep. Kirk Bebout, the head coach of the Pierre Governors, after his team's second win of the year and second in less than 24 hours, 57-34 today over the Spearfish Spartans. In fact, we talked about what the players did. Let's name our Bauman Lumber player of the game right now for a terrific individual performance today. We'll tell you who that is after we hear from Bauman Lumber. We're back in 30 here on KGFX.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
When you have a double-double, you've certainly had a fine game, and Reese Terwilliger had that by our count, 11 points and 12 boards today for Pierre. Ryan Barry was solid today with 7. Sophie Guffmiller had a good game off the bench for Spearfish with 8. But Remington Price was Remington Price. Yeah, I know that Kirk said 18, that's what they have on this sheet. Only problem is the total points in the individual statistics they have on this sheet total 55. And I know the Governors scored 57, and I know the other 2 points came from Remington Price. So there. She had 20 today. Remy with a couple of threes to give her 8 for the season. And by the way, that career total for Remington is now at 110. So look out, Sydney Palmer. She's gaining on you. Sydney is 3rd all-time in Governor girls basketball in three-pointers with 111. Well, Remy is only 1 behind her now with 110, so a chance to catch Sydney or pass her in that next action in Sioux Falls against Lincoln on Tuesday night, January 4th. But it is Remington Price, today's Bauman Lumber player of the game. The T-shirt for her to denote her accomplishment is on the way to her. All right, we're starting to run things down when Kirk Bebout came up, so let's continue our look at that. Pierre, by our count, with 51% shooting today on 21 of 41, 4 of 13 on threes. And they were 11 of 17 at the foul line today. Spearfish struggled all through the game, only 28% shooting. They had only 1 field goal in the first quarter. In fact, took only 5 shots because of all the turnovers they had. 28% shooting from the floor, 5 of 15 on 3, and they were just 9 of 19 at the foul line. Pierre had a rebounding advantage of 29-26. And those turnovers, in fact, 17 for Pierre. You heard Bebout say he'd like to have his team take a little better care than that. And you know Dakota Johnson doesn't like this number for Spearfish. By our count, 25 turnovers today, and that is not at all what they want. The Governors today had production off their bench. In fact, they had good production off their bench today. They had 8 off the bench. I should say 10 points off the bench. And Spearfish had a lot off their bench, led by Guffmiller. They had 19. But in the end, it is a Pierre win, their 3rd straight over Spearfish, and their 2nd straight in this season to improve to 2-2. Our final score, Pierre 57, Spearfish 34. We got a few more things to tell you, and then we'll talk about what's happening in girls AA basketball today and tell you about some kind of individual performance from a Pierre Governor. Boy, I think you can take a guess. We'll tell you about it in a bit. But here in Spearfish, Pierre 57, Spearfish 34. Back to tell you about the other action when we return on our post game in 90 seconds here on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Hey, it's the old top Gator here with Gators Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza. Gators is proud to be part of the Pierre DoorDash delivery family. That's right, now you have a fourth way to get and enjoy your favorite flavors of Gators. Gators has dine-in, carry-out, curbside pickup, and now delivery right to your front door with DoorDash. Simply download the DoorDash app on your mobile device and order Gators. Gators DoorDash menu pricing has not been increased compared to your in-store purchases. Gators Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza.
Gotta go to Gators Pizza Pasta Subs.
Hi, this is Jackie Sire from Kathy's Sunshine Properties. I understand that buying and selling property is a big deal. Interest rates are low, and this is a great time to buy. Feel free to contact me or our office for any of your real estate needs. Our team has years of experience. We will be honest, sincere, and we will act with integrity. You can contact me at 280-5505. Jackie Sire of Kathy's Sunshine Properties.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bankwest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bankwest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bankwest. Bankwest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Pierre 2-2 in girls basketball. They stopped Spearfish today at Spearfish High School 57-34, led by the 20 of Remington Price, the 11 points and 12 rebounds from Reese Terwilliger. Some pretty interesting games in AA girls basketball this afternoon, and in Sturgis, Jordan Profrock's Scoopers picked up their first win of the year as they knock off Aberdeen Central 49-34, but the Golden Eagles now 1-3 after they played so well here last night. Sturgis got the better of them today over in Sturgis. And Sioux Falls Jefferson, well, the Cavaliers in their first varsity season now have 2 wins. They're 2-2 after they beat Sioux Falls Lincoln, the Governor's next opponent today. That was at Jefferson High School, 40-35. But the game of the day was in Harrisburg. Top-ranked and defending champion Sioux Falls Washington outlasted the Harrisburg Tigers 85-80. Boy, I wonder what Winnentonda did in that game. Washington now 3-0. That, of course, is only the second game for Harrisburg. They are 0-2. I say that's the game of the day. The one tonight could be 2 because that is 3-0 and 4th-ranked Rapid City Stevens hosting 2-0 Rapid City Central at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. It doesn't matter what the records are. It's always quite a rivalry game, but both teams off to good starts for this season. In boys AA basketball today, it was the Pierre Governors defeating the Spearfish Spartans at the Riggs High Gym 82-65, and now it's a 4-0 start for the Governor boys. Again, the last time the Governors started like that was 2013-14. They started 7-0 that year. They're 4-0 for new head coach Brianna Kuzler, but it's the same old Lincoln Keenholz. We told you earlier, Lincoln had 7 points at halftime today. He had 24 in the second half. A 31-point day today for Lincoln Keenholz. That's what he can do. Good days also for Christian Bush, who scored 19, and Jackson Edmond, who had 17. That offense was really blowing and going for the Governors today. Seth Hamilton led Spearfish as he had 19 points. So the Governors, as we say, for the first time since the 2013-14 season, begin with a record of 4-0. Now, their next action will be at the Riggs High Gym on Thursday night, January 6th, so it's just short of 3 weeks before they play again, and they'll host a good Lincoln Patriot team. That'll be at 6:30 on Thursday evening, January 6th, on River 92.7, the official voice of the Pierre Governors. Other games all complete in AA boys basketball this afternoon. Aberdeen Central remains unbeaten. Golden Eagles are 4-0 after a home win over Sturgis, 64-30. Top-ranked and defending champion Sioux Falls Roosevelt, while the Rough Riders are 3-0. They won at Brandon Valley today, 57-42 was that final. Brandon Valley is now at 0-3. And second-ranked O'Gorman over the fifth-ranked team in Class A. That's Sioux Falls Christian. That was at O'Gorman today, 58-52, as the Knights improve to 3-1. So still 4 teams unbeaten in boys AA play. Roosevelt, Aberdeen, Central, Harrisburg, and Mitchell. How about the start for young head coach Ryder Creutzfeldt? He's 25, and he's not even the youngest head coach in AA basketball. That, of course, is Brianna Kuzler, who's only 23. But, hey, Mitchell's off to a great start on the boys' side at 3-0. That will be an interesting meeting when those teams play. So, Watertown, Brandon Valley, the 2 Rapid City schools, of course, one of them won't be after tonight, and Sioux Falls, Washington remain the unbeaten teams in girls AA basketball. Our next action here on KGFX is from Murdo. Looking forward to that on Tuesday night from Harold Thune Auditorium. Varsity doubleheader is the Stanley County Buffaloes meet the Jones County Coyotes. We'll have that for you at around 6:15. What a win for Keeley Braceland's team the other night. Their first win over Phillip to take the traveling trophy in 8 years. And the boys with a good win over Phillip the other night. They were playing in Miller this afternoon. But that varsity doubleheader at 6:15 here on KGFX on Tuesday evening. Don't forget, before that, on Monday night, another crucial game for the Minnesota Vikings. They'll be in Chicago to meet the Bears. That is a 6 o'clock airtime on Monday night on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO, and 100.7 KMLO. And again, the next Governor action will be on River 92.7, 2.5 weeks from now, Tuesday night, the 4th of January, when they play the Lincoln Patriots in Sioux Falls, and that one at 6:30 that evening on River 92.7 with Brian. Next Governor action for the girls here on KGFX will be those Washington Warriors in Jackalena Wenentonda on Saturday afternoon, January 8th at the Riggs High Gym, and that'll be at 3:30. On your way home from the game, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you always to buckle up because seatbelts save lives. Our thanks to Athletic Director Stephanie Ornelas here in Spearfish, to Caleb Brozig for handling the video, and to our studio coordinator, Mr. John Neff. I'm David Burrow. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you all. It'll be a little better for the Pierre Governors. It certainly was better than last weekend. 2 solid games in the Northern Hills. This weekend, a win over Sturgis last night, and a win today over Spearfish. Final score one last time on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Pierre 57, Spearfish 34. Thank you for listening. Happy holidays. And before they turn the lights out on me, good afternoon from Spearfish.